What's up, guys? I'm Ryan from the New York Beef Council, and you know me as the man with the pan. Today I'm with...
I'm Katie, and I'm one of the New York State Associate Dairy Ambassadors.
So today we're actually going to make a ribeye steak with blue cheese compound butter. And I'm actually really not a big fan of blue cheese. I don't know about you.
You know, I usually have it in dip form with my chicken wings or maybe on some pizza, but that's about the only time.
Yeah, I'm not really used to the crumbles.
I'm not either, yeah.
So I think, though, because this recipe calls for blue cheese and some mushrooms to go with it, we're really going to up that umami factor with this, and that's going to be an unreal steak, I think.
Oh, I think it's going to be delicious.
So what do we have here for the butter?
Right here we have salt, pepper, blue cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, and some butter.
That sounds really simple. We're just going to mix it all together.
Yep.
Put it in a big bowl, make everything incorporated, and then I think we're going to roll it up into kind of like a log.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the fridge for a little bit. It'll firm up so we can slice nice little discs of butter and serve it over our beautiful ribeye steak, which is super excited that we're doing this video because I never get to have a ribeye outside of the office.
It's a special treat.
It is a special treat. This is a really good cut, well marbled, super good. You get it at like a steakhouse normally. We're going to do our best to do it justice here.
I think it's going to be fun.
All right, let's get started.
Alright, so to get started, we're going to mix up some ingredients. We have some salt and pepper to taste. Then we have half a cup of blue cheese. And then we got 3 tablespoons of sun-dried tomatoes.
And it should be said that you should probably leave your butter out for a little bit to get soft, or heat it in the microwave just a little bit so that you can work it better. Obviously not too much, or it's just going to be melted butter, and that's not going to help you in this at all. So, how's that mixing going?
It's going pretty good.
I feel like we probably needed a little bit more butter.
Yeah, a little bit. That probably would help.
It's going to be good though.
These
flavors are super, super good together.
It oddly smells really good.
I think it's the tomatoes. I think that's what we're smelling the most of.
I think it's the tomatoes, definitely.
So after she gets this all incorporated together, we're going to put it, you probably can't see it on the camera, but we're going to put it on this plastic wrap that we have right here and just roll it up into a little, kind of like a cylinder, and then pop it in the fridge for maybe half an hour, let it firm up. That way you can slice nice little pads off it and serve it right over your cooked steak.
Yeah, I think we're pretty incorporated right
Pretty good?
now. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to dump that on here? We'll wrap it up. I gave you the hard job.
I know. Make sure I don't miss this cellophane here.
Yeah, right?
It's kind of blending in.
I know. I should have thought about that. All right, so this part's super easy. I'll just, my hands are going to get messy doing this, but you probably put it toward one end, and then we're just going to wrap it up and just kind of tuck it in a little bit. And as we're rolling, kind of twist the sides. I'd always say it's kind of you want to make sure you get all the air out too, because then it's not going to slice very well. So if you have air in there, you're going to slice it, it's going to fall apart. So if you keep it from having gaps, you will have nice, even circles. So then you just kind of do this. What I was just about to say is this is like those holiday poppers, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right? That never actually worked that well, I don't think.
No, not really. I haven't had the best luck with them.
No, me either. But this is good. So now we have just a nice little cylinder. Pop it in the fridge for a little bit, and then we'll serve it over our steaks.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. All right, so we have our steak here. We're just going to season it up with... So I actually have some steak seasoning, but you can use salt and pepper.
Whatever you like.
Yeah,
whatever
your
tastes
favorite
good
is.
to you.
But you were saying before we started that you like to poke holes
I do.
in the steak to make sure
I like to make sure it all gets in there and it all settles, kind of marinate a little bit.
That sounds good. So actually, on the note of marinating, this is a good talking point. There's marinades that are for flavor, and there's marinades that are for tenderizing. So a ribeye doesn't need a marinade for tenderizing because it's a very tender cut.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But you could do a marinade for flavor, and that would only be for up to half an hour. But for tenderizing, you would let it sit for up to 24 hours. So fun fact, taught you something.
I didn't know that.
This though, we're just gonna kind of liberally season. And I always see the chefs on TV hold it real high, so we'll just do it like that. Yeah, should I do a little? I can't say his name. So I think we'll just maybe pat it in. Right?
Yeah.
And then just flip it over, get both sides pretty evenly coated. These are an inch thick, so you definitely want to make sure you have enough seasoning, because it is a pretty good size cut. And then this, and I also think, I'm not sure if this is true, so somebody might have to fact check me on this, but I feel like the seasoning will help us form a crust on the outside. So you'll get that nice kind of steakhouse crust on the outside, tender on the inside.
It's a beautiful cut.
For
really.
sure. I'm actually pretty excited to eat this. So we'll get this on a grill and we'll check back with the finished product. Go ahead. All right, guys, we just finished up. I didn't do
so
any.
good.
Yeah, I didn't do any of the grilling, so I can't take credit
I was
for these.
the master griller over here.
I mean, look at these grill marks, right? So
Perfection.
we also grilled up some portobello mushrooms to go along with it. I'm just gonna say though, you might want to do some like, I don't know, something green on the side. Lot of similar colors going on here. So presentation wise, put something else on the plate.
We'll
Maybe
throw in
like
some asparagus later.
asparagus sounds good. I love asparagus actually. So we just got our pat of butter. It's gonna melt over the top of this, and it's gonna be amazing. And I think we're gonna turn this off because we're all starving here. So we're gonna dig into this, and you can check out this recipe on beefitswhatsfordinner.com.